Football gods have spoken. The football gods have spoken. Big news today in the football world. Uh, well, everybody knows how Tom Brady rolled to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now it seems to be that he's bringing his boy along. Rob Gronkowski coming to town. Now, that's huge. That's big news for the Buccaneers. Big news, especially if the kid's healthy, right? And the Patriots get a fourth, and the Buccaneers get Rob Gronkowski and a seventh. So everybody kind of wins there. I think the Patriots make out like dogs in that one, man. They make out like well on that, man. They got a fourth round pick for a guy that was not going to play another down of football for the Patriots organization. Now that's New England move, man. That's a great move. You just gotta pick for a guy that was basically retired. It's awesome. You know what I mean? And he was never ever gonna catch another ball from anybody not named Tom Brady. So Tom Brady is his guy. It's his boy. He was following him wherever he went, and it came through. So now this happened today at about 4:45 p.m. I was kind of in the middle of writing my show for tomorrow. I was going to do something on the Lions about the third overall pick, their draft history on the third overall pick, and I was going to touch on some things there, but I'll leave that for tomorrow because this kind of overshadows it. You know, Tom terrific, man, strikes again. You know what I mean? The guy he's the Dark Lord, man. He's the devil himself, man. He just you know what I mean? Everything he touches turns to gold, man. Like now he's going into a situation where he's got two of the best wide receivers in the league, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Mike Evans had 1,100 yards, 9 touchdowns, and like 60-something catches. Chris Godwin, over 80 plus catches, 1,300 yards, and like 9, 10 touchdowns. Two monsters. And then you got, I would think, a healthy Gronk to come in and he's probably gonna catch you. What's he gonna catch you? 50 balls, 60 balls. You know, 800 yards and a handful of touchdowns, 7, 8, 9, 10 touchdowns. He's gonna be used like he's gonna be used like a pig in the end zone. In that red zone, oh my God, man! Inside the 20s, jeez. And then if they go out and get a running back, because they don't have a running back right now, Tampa Bay. That's the problem. And they got to go, if they go get a running back, if they make a big splash in like the first round, like I think they got the 14th pick overall, if they go out there and they grab a DeAndre Swift or they grab a Jonathan Taylor, which I think is really, really early, that can be really special, man, because their offense is going to be fucking loaded. And they're... Right now, I wouldn't say they're the team to beat in that South, in the NFC South, because I think it's still the Saints to lose. I think the Saints are still the team to beat there. But they're going to be right there. They're going to be right on their asses, man. Jameis Winston threw for 30 fucking touchdowns last year with that offense. Brady's gonna throw 30 plus, easy. He threw 24 touchdowns last year, Brady, on a pretty shit offense, man, on a bad team. A really bad team. A team where their number one was Julian Edelman. You know what I mean? And no disrespect to Julian Edelman, man. He's a stud. I love him. I love him as he stepped into the league. But he's not a true number one guy. You know what I mean? And they got like a bunch of young receivers out there in New England that tried to step up, and there was nobody that special. Nobody that special. And Brady still threw 24 touchdowns. Had one of his worst years statistically. I think he had like a 60% completion percentage. It was one of his worst since I got it written down here. It was one of his worst since 2013. 24 touchdowns. You know, his lowest was 2013 again with 25. And then his yards were only 4,000 yards. So his lowest then was 2016, but he got hurt in 2010. He only had 3,900. So, you know what I mean? He had a bad year last year. Apparently a bad year. 25, 24 touchdowns is considered bad for him. But you got to protect the old man. You have to. You have to protect the old man. So they got to go get a running back that's going to help him big time. And they got to go pick up some old linemen. Because their defense is not that bad. Their defense is not that bad. They got some ballers on that defense. This almost makes me want to go out and get a Brady jersey, because I'm a huge Brady fan. And I'm not a Patriots fan by any means, but I'm a Brady fan. But I almost feel like go getting a Buccaneers jersey now. Michigan, baby. Tampa Brady is in town. He's trademarked those, by the way. What was it? Tampa Bay, Tom, Tompa, Bay, and then Tampa Brady. The guy's a fucking genius, man. You know what I mean? The guy's, everything he touches turns to gold, man. Everything he touches turns to gold, and I'm really excited this year for football, man. No, I'm not a Buccaneers fan. I'm just messing around, but I love Tom Brady, man. I always have. He's one of my favorite players of all time. I followed him since day one, and it just blows my mind how stuff happens. When you're a superstar in the NFL, you just make a couple calls, man, and that's it, man. But I knew Gronk was going to Tampa Bay. I knew it. I told all my buddies. I told my buddy Richard Segan. I told my buddy Jerry Faubert, all at work. I told him, I go, listen, man, Tom Brady signed there. Tom Brady signed it in Tampa Bay. I guarantee you, Gronk's following him. Guaranteed it. And it happened. Man. But it wasn't like it was like a crazy call, because it was almost in the stars. You can almost see it. You could just see it. You knew it was coming. And it was just I love it, man. I love it now. I'm telling you though, man, it makes that team legit. It makes that team legit with Gronk signing there. It makes him legit, especially if he's healthy. And he's supposed to be healthy. He's running around in the WWE, jumping off shit. He's like looking spry. You know what I mean? He looks smaller, but I'm sure, hey man, it doesn't take long to get back on that juice in the NFL. You know what I mean? To get you on that NFL program, man, and get you jacked. So it's gonna be. I can't wait, man. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. I don't really know the money that Gronk signed for. I know he had $10 million owed to him from the Patriots, and that's obviously some money's off the books now for New England. Like whatever the cap money is there, it could be the full 10. I don't really know that. I don't really know the full details yet for that. But all I know is that, man, Gronk's in town. Gronk's in Tampa. Can't wait to see the colors on him. You know what I mean? Him and Brady back together again, man. It makes you shake your head, man. It just makes you shake your head. And you Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans, you better be fucking happy, because I'm telling you right now, man, it's a great signing. It's an excellent signing. He's still only 30, Gronk. He's still only 30, man. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of injuries in the past few years, but he should be healthy now. You're off football, man. Like I said, he's jumping off tables and shit, and in WWE and doing whatever the hell he's doing there. But it's not the same. Not that wrestlers don't take a beating, because they take beatings. I don't want to upset anybody over that, man. They take beatings, but it's not like football. It's not like football, man. You know what I mean? And I just know that Brady and Gronk, man, they lead multiple categories with the quarterback, tight end situation there. I think it's like touchdowns, completions, yards. They're all up there, top three, probably number one. So it's exciting, man. Brady's there for 2 years. I think he signed a 2-year, $59 million deal. So he's there for at least a couple more years, probably. Now that Gronk's there, and I just hope they both stay healthy, man. I hope they stay healthy, but they just got to protect the old man. But it leaves a situation though now with Tampa Bay, where they got 3 tight ends on their roster. They got Rob Gronkowski, O.J. Howard, Cameron Brate. Now, rumors have been flying around that they've been trying to unload Howard. Now we know why. Now we know why. And so I'm sure they'll get decent draft capital for a guy like Howard. He's a former first round pick. He should be. I don't know what he's going to get you. I don't really know what he's going to get you. Maybe a third round pick. You know, maybe. You know what I mean? He's still young. He's still young, man. He played a little bit better. You know what I mean? He's played better. But he's nothing special. But he's got potential, right? He's got potential. So you know, he goes to a good team that utilizes the tight end. You never know, man. You might be able to squeeze like a second rounder or a third. I don't know, a third rounder. I'm gonna guess a third rounder, man. You'd be lucky to get a third, fourth. You know what I mean? You know, the guys get traded, man. They're not giving up first round picks and stuff like that to go get a guy unless he's a complete animal. You know, O.J. Howard isn't a complete animal. He's a big kid. You know what I mean? But one of them's going, and I think it's going to be Howard. So I think it'll be a combination of Gronkowski and Cameron Brate in Tampa Bay. And Brate's super athletic, catches balls. He's good. Like he's not going to blow the doors off you, man. But he's a solid number 2 tight end there, man. So Brady's got weapons, man. Brady's got a plethora of weapons now. It's probably his best weapons he's ever had in his life since he had Randy Moss back in 2010. I think it's 2010. Is that it? I don't really remember. I don't remember how long ago. It wasn't that long ago. But anyways, it was quite a bit ago. It was quite a bit ago, and that's when Moss went absolutely bananas, and Brady went bananas with the numbers, man. They were putting up video game numbers, man. And I honestly think that Brady could throw 35 plus touchdowns this year now, if he stays healthy. I think the over-under was like in the mid-20s, 25, 27. I think he's going to destroy that. I can put the bets out now. What's Vegas saying? Come back to me on that, guys. Let me know what that answer is. What's the answer on that? The over-under for touchdowns for Tom Brady. If it's over 25, bet the over. Mark my word. How about that? Okay? So it should be fun, man. It's going to be a good year in NFC South. It's going to be fun. I wish I was a Buccaneer fan. But I'll be clicking on those games. That's for sure, man. I'll be watching those. I'll be watching that fearsome foursome, man, with those guys. And then they're going to probably add a running back to the situation. It's just going to be even scarier. Wow. All right, guys. So anyways, I'm going to come at you guys tomorrow with probably my last video before the draft. Last video before the draft, I was going to touch up on, like I said, I was going to touch up on draft history of the 3rd overall pick with Detroit and some other teams and just some other players. And I was gonna throw some facts at you and just throw some stats at you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I want you guys, everyone, to stay safe and peace.